Happy Friday. It is already episode number 3 of Free Training Friday. And today we're talking about what everybody wants to talk about, right? If you're in network marketing, direct sales, this is for you. It's all about recruiting, growing your team, and being an actual human on social media, okay? Being a human on social media, it's the thing people forget about. So we're gonna touch on that. Say hello if you are just popping on. If you're on this part of the video, you are probably a replay watcher. So tell me if you are in network marketing or direct sales, whatever term. Actually, drop below which term you prefer to use. Direct sales or network marketing. Just drop your pick down below in the comments, and we're gonna get started really soon because you guys know I like to keep these trainings under 15 minutes. This one, I'm gonna have a tough time, but I'm really gonna try. So grab a pen and paper too, because I have some points that I want you guys to write down. Okay, hello Audrey. All right guys, we are gonna hop right to it. Recruiting and being an actual human. I shared a post yesterday. It was funny, okay? Go back and read it. It was funny. How many of you guys have gotten the message, hey girl, I love following you and your family. Your kids are so cute. Your last vacation was to die for. By the way, I'm offering a special on my products before midnight, especially the end of the month, right guys? Like if you're in network marketing, it's the end of the month, people go crazy. Do not start foaming at the mouth, okay? And totally discrediting and ruining your business and your reputation, all right? First impressions are everything. And when you're messaging someone, hey, your kids are so cute, and then immediately after, by the way, I'm offering a BOGO sale or 10% off or get entered to win a free Louis Vuitton, and I'll send you some free unicorn stickers if you order by midnight. Like, let me know. How many of you guys have received those messages? Sound off below, because I know probably everyone on here. I know I receive those messages all the time, and we wonder why people in direct sales, network marketing get a bad rap. Like, I wonder, especially leaders, we have to start implementing change because this industry is incredible. It changed my life. It changes people's lives every single day. And I hate people missing out on it because of the bad rap. Like, stop with the messaging, all right? Be an actual human on social media. This is my first tip for you. If you would not say it to someone's face at a party, okay, at a ball game, at a park, wherever you're at, if you would not say it to their face, why are you being a weirdo? Right? That's what I called it yesterday. Like, don't be a weirdo, Wanda. Like, why are you talking like that? It's just creepy and weird, and stop. Like, it's so gross. If you see someone and you're trying to build a relationship with them and a real friendship, right, on social media, why are you treating it any different than you would in real life, face to face? So keep that in mind when you're talking to people, when you're having one-on-one conversations. If you wouldn't say it to their face in person, in real life situations, why are you saying it on social media or in your Facebook Messenger? It's weird, so stop. Okay, so that was my first tip. We've got to actually be a human on social media. And recruiting, how do we do that? You got your product in as many hands as possible. Okay, and if you believe in your product, which I hope to God that you do, this should come easy. You should be talking about what you're selling. Okay, get that product in people's hands. Okay, because most of the time, products is what interests people to companies. right? How many of you guys, you joined a company because you loved their product? Hands up in the comments. You joined a company because you loved their products. Okay? And so I want to tell you to always lead with the opportunity and default to products. Now that may seem counteractive of what I just said, but when you're selling your product, you are then leading with the opportunity. Your goal should always be the opportunity. And guys, I'm gonna simplify this for you. Okay, it is so simple. You're putting like way too much pressure on yourself. And if you are feeling icky or gross about your opportunity and talking to people, you're doing it the wrong way. Okay, it's about getting product in people's hands and giving your customers, all right, your customers an option to partner with you. Give them an option. It is this simple. I just talked to my team about this Tuesday. Give them an option, all right? You have a customer that comes to you and they're like, oh my gosh, I love the product I just bought. Like, this is what I want to order next. Give them an option. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you love the product. Listen, didn't know if you knew this or not, but with my particular company, you get half off if you are a beauty influencer. Guys, this is a switch up from what I used to do, okay? I actually had to learn this myself. I didn't used to do this, okay? It is this simple. Did you know, as a beauty influencer, or pertain it to your company as whatever rep that you are, you get whatever percentage off. Okay, you get half off your products. Did you know this? This is an option for you. What do you think? It's that simple, guys. You're giving them an option. This is not like do or die or like you're cutting someone's leg off. Like, you're putting way too much thought and emphasis on it. You are here to serve them. Take yourself out of it. Give them an option. And they're either going to say, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Yeah, like totally. Or they're going to be like, no, like, no thanks. Okay, great. Like, I love having you as a customer. That's it. And I gave this analogy to my team. I'm going to give it to you really quick. It's like you going out to dinner, right? And you walk in and the waitress is like, hey, how are you? You know, she seats you at your table. Would you like a cup of coffee? And you're starving, right? When you go out to dinner and you're like, ugh, no, like coffee? No, like I just want to eat. The waitress doesn't go to the back and start crying and, oh my gosh, like I suck at my job. She doesn't want coffee. Like I quit. I'm an awful person. She gave you an option. So after you eat dinner and dessert rolls around, she comes back to you and says, hey, you're ordering dessert, your cobbler, your pie, whatever. Would you like a cup of coffee with your dessert? And by that time, you're like, actually, yeah, coffee does sound really good. Do you guys see? You're giving people options. It's not like you're holding to their head. I probably shouldn't even say that because this video might be banned. It is simple, guys. You are offering your customers an option. All right, and like I said, this was a switch up for me. I did not used to do this. I used to qualify people. This is one of my tips. Do not qualify people. This leads me into what I'm about to say next. I have been doing market research on this. It literally blew my mind because this was not me. And this is why it's really good to look around and get another perspective. Okay, I polled my team and I polled my network. So this is not just with my company, my team, also industry-wide. Did you know most people joined for the discount or to make $500 a month? That was crazy to me because that wasn't me, right? Like I joined in the very beginning, I joined to make it like a real business, full-time like career. That's not the majority of people. The majority do not come in wanting to make this a full-time business. They come in with A, either just wanting a discount, or B, just wanting $500 a month. Actually, $200 to $500 a month. It was under $1,000 a month. That blew my mind. So if you're a leader and you get in your head, oh my gosh, like people just want to come here, like people want to join this business to be making 10 grand a month, right? That's what I had in my head. Like people want to join to make $10,000 a month. That is ludicrous to most people. That is not what most people want. So quit putting your ideas, your beliefs, your goals onto other people when it comes to recruiting. It is so much easier, so much simpler when you think about other people, what their goals are, what they really want. And they really don't want to make 10 grand a month. They don't, because I asked. And I was literally shocked. Like, it blew me away. I could not believe the statistics when I polled in my stories, polled my network, polled my team. I did market research industry-wide. Most people joined for just two of my top leaders in the very beginning of their direct sales journey, joined for the discount. And I was like, are you serious? Like, are you joking right now? Like, that was crazy. So do not qualify people, because you never know. That's why giving your customers an option, you never know down the road. And this is something else that was another mindset switch up for me. It is not about recruiting rock stars. It's not about recruiting rock stars. Okay? It's about partnering with a lot of people that do a little bit of work. That was crazy to me. So quit thinking that you have to recruit this rock star or these rock stars to make it in this industry or to really build an income here. No. Statistically, that is not correct. Let's talk really quick about abundance mentality when it comes to recruiting. Now I'm going to give you guys another eye-opening analogy here. Okay, it's the hunters versus farmers mindset. How many of you guys are overthinking this whole recruiting thing and you are A, shutting down, not doing anything, or B, turning people away because you're so much overthinking it? How many of you guys, like, I want to hear it down in the comments. How many of you guys are so overthinking this whole recruiting thing that you're shutting down and not doing anything, or B, going crazy, overthinking it and just turning people off or away? All right, let's talk about the farmer. The farmer, right, he plants his seeds, he waters his crop, he already knows his harvest is coming. He already knows. Like, he's not sitting there thinking like, oh my gosh, like, my stalk of corn is not gonna grow. Like, he knows he's doing everything correctly. Weather's been great. He already knows he's going to have a harvest. But that doesn't happen overnight, right? You don't plant a garden and wake up the next morning and there's a perfect, abundant garden the next day. The same thing with recruiting. This is not an overnight thing, okay? This is 7 years in the making. It's taken me 7 years to become an overnight success. So you guys that are seeing these influencers, these top leaders, and you're like, oh my gosh, they're an overnight success. No. I'm sorry, no. Not the case. They all started out with 0, 0, 0, 0 everything. So this is not an overnight thing. Stop beating yourself up that you don't have a team of 30 and you've been in this business for 6 months. That's not the norm. Okay, that's not the norm. So quit comparing yourself to things that aren't statistically normal. Okay, so you have to have that abundant mindset as the farmer, not the hunter. The hunter, He wakes up and he has this scarcity mindset of, I've got to go get this thing. I have to go find this thing, go chase this thing. How many of you guys have the hunter's mindset in recruiting? Hunter's mindset, type it below if that's you. I know a lot of us do or had the hunter's mindset. And it is a lack of a scarcity, fear mindset that is just automatically repelling people, blocking people, turning people away, shutting you down. Do not have that hunter's mindset, right? He's running around looking, oh my gosh, I've got to get this thing. I've got to chase this thing. I've got to have this thing today. You have to switch it up to the farmer's mindset. This isn't fast, guys. It's not fast. You have to continually be planting your seeds and watering them. It is so simple. Quit overthinking this whole idea about recruiting. It is about building relationships, being an actual human on social media. If you wouldn't say it to their face in person, don't say it on social media. Okay, consistency. Consistency. You may think it gets boring, right? If you've been in this business for a while, okay, like I have, you could be like, this gets boring. This is where you need to get creative. All right, make it not boring. Switch up your personal brand. Switch up your graphics. Switch up what you're wearing. Change your hair. Do something different. Find a new hobby. Right? If you feel like your consistency is getting boring, do something about it, because you have to be consistent in this business. Number one tip. Okay, when I left my last company, joined my new company, 2 people that I really wanted to partner with me from my last company, they did not follow me. It took them 1 year of watching me every single day. Guys, I showed up every single day. I talked in my stories, and I've talked to you all about this before, about talking to your ideal client / team member. I talked to my stories like I was literally, both of them were at my table right here, and I was talking to them. That's the way I talk to my stories. Every post, every video, every story that you take, communicate like you are talking to that one perfect, ideal client, team member. I did that every day for a year. And this is the crazy part. It took 1 year, and they both joined me within 1 week of each other. And they did not talk about this. That's what's so crazy. They did not communicate with each other. It took them 1 year. Did I message them and foam at the mouth? Oh my gosh, like, you guys are crazy. You could be making quadruple your paycheck here. Like, yeah, I wanted to message them and say that every day. But if I had done that, right, what's that gonna do? They're gonna be like, I kept showing up every single day. And a year later, they both joined me within a week. Okay, let's do a recap really quick of what I just talked about. You know what, guys? I should have said this in the very beginning. So y'all know that I know what I'm talking about. I have recruited close to 500 people personally. I've been a top recruiter for 2 different companies. Okay, so I do have receipts. And I think that's really important for who you're following, who you're listening to, who you're taking business advice from, right? These leaders that are telling people to cold message, right? Make a hundreds no's list. Like, that worked. Actually, I don't even know if that worked 10 years ago. Please stop doing that. Okay, really quick recap. Number 1, okay, recruiting tip: be an actual human on social media. If you won't say it to their face in person, don't be a creep, a weirdo Wanda on social media. 2, don't qualify people. You never know. Do not qualify people, okay, for your team. This is something that is different for me now. Okay. 3, the farmer versus hunter mentality, right? The abundant mentality of the farmer, he already expects his harvest to come in, versus the hunter that is scarcity and fearful and always looking and chasing. You have to show up consistently every single day and add value to your network. Add something of value to your network, something that is going to set you apart from everyone else. Okay, and the last one, abundant mindset. And I'm going to leave you guys with an affirmation. Okay, have that abundant mindset of people are already coming, they are already on their way to me. Okay, my team is growing every day. Write it down, say it. My team is growing every day. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you took notes. I hope that you will practice being an actual human on social media. It will change your business. It will entirely change your business, and your teams will start growing. All right? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everybody has a great Friday, and I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.